around. I'm trying to think where I can go. Um, this is how I look today. This is how I look today. Headscarf, jeans. I needed to fart. Oh, girl, Amber. So I had to leave the party because I wanted to do a walk and talk and capture like my current thoughts in this current moment. So I think we're just gonna like take a trip around. I don't know if there's any like um, benches around here, but we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. Today I've literally just been at my cousin's baby's naming ceremony. It's been good, but then in this current moment, how do I feel? I don't know if I'm gonna post this, but I kind of feel like, I don't know, sad. I don't know if sad's the word or whatever it is. I'm just like sad. I use the word sad because at the same time, like, it's not like no one's stopping me from being expressive of who I am as an individual, but because it's been years since I've like see a girl, ooh girl, just light in. Ooh girl, the eyes. We've been on our bender. Yesterday we went out, came back this morning at 5 a.m. Go back home 5 a.m. was drinking. Today, drinking. Tomorrow is my friend's birthday, drinking. Girl, the cleanse is about to give from Monday. It's about to be lethal, a lethal cleanse. But anywho, we digress. I just feel like, yeah, so, like, I'm like walking down, I don't even know where I'm walking to, but girl, I'm gonna find my way back, you know? I'm gonna find my way back. But anywho, as I was saying, I feel like a part of me feels kind of like sad because I can't be, it's not that I can't, but like I'm kind of like stopping myself from being fully expressive of who I am and like, oh girl, I just keep farting and having a good time at my cousin's event because of how, I guess, judgmental. Let me go sit at the bus stop. Judgmental the family can be and are. Girl, like literally, I look like this. I look like this, like genuinely looking like this, girl. I had an auntie, and I know she's like okay and everything and cool. Come up to me and be like, whisper me, are you transitioning? Girl, where does it look like I'm transitioning? You know what I mean? And I know she didn't say it out of ill will. She said it out of like curiosity because I guess she was even explaining that in the family, like, I think on another side of the family, someone came out as gay and it was really hard for them. And she was saying how like she keeps in regular contact. Oh my gosh, girl, not 11 people already in life. But she keeps in regular contact with them and stuff. And I was like, oh gosh, what's going on with these comments? Let me put you on timeout for 24 hours, girl. She keeps in regular contact with them and stuff. So I was just like, oh, like, that's nice. But like, I feel like from what she said and how she said it, because she was bold enough to come and like whisper in my ear and say stuff. But from what she said, you can tell when I got there, a lot of people were thinking what she said from the looks and from, I guess, like my overall appearance. I even went up to my cousin. I was like, do I look like a girl? Like, hello. Because like, she was like, oh, your headscarf and everything. I'm like, I'm secure in who I am. But then at the same time, like, it's very wishy-washy, you know. I even have my septum piercing in. I took my septum piercing out because of like the fear of being, I guess, perceived by the family, even though they don't really give a shit, you know what I mean? They don't give a shit about me in like a good sense, I guess. Yeah. It's just a lot of emotions right now. Like, you want to be happy and you are happy, but at the same time, you're like, it's giving fake love. You know, I feel like it may be giving fake love, but I may be wrong. But it's giving that because I haven't seen anyone in a hot second, and it's giving gossip topic. Topic, you know, you're about to be the gossip topic after this. Um, when I first stepped in, I'm not gonna lie, and maybe I just feel like I might be in my head and everything. Girl, I felt like the black sheep. When I tell you, when I stepped into the motive at my thingy, I felt like the black sheep. Like, that's no other way to describe it. It's like I felt like I stuck out like a sore thumb, which is crazy. From like how I was appeared and how I looked and how I was dressed and everything. Hi. Hi, Uma. Hi, darling. But yeah, there's a lot, I guess, on my mind and on my plate. I guess like I kind of like settled in as well later on, like obviously during the day I've settled in because I was basically being the cameraman, taking photos of everyone and videos and stuff. So I had to like kind of like relax and like settle in, and I feel like that kind of helped. But before that, oh babe, the uncle. I don't know if I've said. Oh my gosh, what movie is that? There was like a poster on a bus, but anyway. Um, so the uncle in which like the cousin that screen recorded my whole snap story back in like 2021/2020, and sent it to my mom. It was a whole big thing in uni, etc., etc. That I hadn't seen in like about like 4 or 5 years. I saw him today, at the start of the event. Literally, when he was greeting everyone, he literally shook my hand, did not even look me in my face or whatnot, and then like went across to other people. Was like, "Oh hey, how are you?" But literally just shook my hand and just went about his business. I ended up speaking to him again. He was like, "Oh, like, did you see me? Did you recognize me?" I was like, "Yeah, I did." Kept it cordial, kept it cute, you know, kept it cunt. And then I saw his wife, and his wife, she was behind that video, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm over the whole situation, but it was very much giving is this fake. You know what? I'ma leave. Okay, you gotta leave. You gotta leave. Um, this is so boring. Yeah, babe, leave. I don't care, babe. I'm so sorry. I don't want to say I don't care, but thank you for being here. Good day. But yeah, it's. I didn't mean to ignore you guys, but guys, like, I'm just having like a mini rant. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I saw his wife, and his wife was the caterer basically, and she was just like, "Yeah, like, oh my goodness, I didn't recognize you. Oh, you should come round. You need to come round and visit. Whoopsie whoopsie woo." And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" To me personally, it was giving fake because, girl, about 3 or 4 years ago, I heard you in the back of that screen recording saying, "Yeah, enough." Like, so I feel like they have already a perception of me, and like for her to be like, "Oh yeah, come round," seems a bit odd to me and a bit fake. But you know, we digress. But yeah, those are my general thoughts and feelings about everything. Before I came to the event, I was like, "God, please help me, like, in order to, I guess, like, forgive," because obviously a big factor was before coming here, oh my gosh, if I see so and so, how am I gonna feel? How am I gonna react? Whoopsie woo. And I would say for the most part, it's a forgiven, like, I've, to a certain degree, God knows my heart, you know what I mean? Like, I would say to a certain degree, I have forgiven. Let's go on a strong. I have forgiven. I have like let go, I guess. Um, but yeah, like, I don't know. It's crazy, you know, because guys, like, and then there was this other guy. I was taking a video of him, taking photos of him. He was like, yeah, this lovely lady is taking my photo. And I had to record it. I was like, ooh, I'm a boy. I'm like, what this, how does this give woman? Like, everyone thinks, maybe a woman. Like, how's it given woman? But we digress. So that's why was really like, I'm really deep and I'm thinking, what the auntie came and told me, I think is the general consensus of what everyone's been thinking but hasn't said and probably are going to gossip about later. Should I give a shit? No. But like at the same time, it's like, I want to party for my cousin and with my cousin because it's my cousin's baby's naming ceremony and I love her damn boots and bits. But at the same time, I'm also kind of like reserved in my corner, doing my own thing, but also telling everyone, yeah, let's take shots, let's do this, you know what I mean? Because of the representation and the presentation and the perception that they may have of me. But then at the same time, I'm like, girl, they already have a perception of you. You might as well just say, fuck it, girl, and just enjoy yourself, you know what I mean? And that's what one of the cousin from my cousin's mom's side is doing. Like, he does not give a fuck, like, and I love that for him. Like, he's just dancing, he's being free and everything. And I know 100% after this they're gonna go gossip about him. That's just how the family is, girl. They're probably gonna go gossip about him or whatnot, but like, yeah, like, he's just being free and just like carefree, and I love that, you know. I love that for him. I love that about him. But yeah, those are like my general thoughts and feelings and emotions of today, right now, what's happening. It's good, but at the same time, it's weird seeing family that I haven't seen in like years, like 10 or so years. Not even, like, yeah, some 10, some 8, some 6, some 5, you know, some 4 that I haven't seen in a while. It's kind of weird. Would I be coming to another family event like with all of these people? I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think I would. Like, that's why, like, when people are like, oh yeah, they keep to themselves, they really do be keeping to themselves. Because even though, like, if, like, I would, like, love to, I'm just like, you know, I'm just chilling with my cousins, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's sad. It's kind of upsetting, you know, not being able to be free and open amongst your own family and a group of people that you want to genuinely care about and be open with. You know, your family should be your first love, where you're expressive compared to the outside world. But hey ho, you know, everything is not what it seems. And that's kind of sad. If you deep it, that's actually really, really sad. That, like, 9 times out of 10 in this world that we live in, like, people go out and make their own families, their friends and strangers that they strangers from strangers to friends, friends into lovers, and strangers again. How, like, a common stranger can become your friend and then next up being your family, which is crazy and it's so beautiful at the same time. But then how your own family and your own, like, you know, blood at times can treat you like shit. You know, it's sad. And like, that whole thing is just really, it's really messed up. But yeah, those are my thoughts, my feelings, my opinions of what's been going on right now. Don't get me wrong, it's nice and everything. Oh, it's just there when I seen the kids, so I can just walk around. But yeah, that's literally it, I guess. That's literally the tea. I'm probably gonna have a few more shots, darling, and I've got my friend's birthday tomorrow. Gonna be drinking for that too. I don't think I'm gonna drink for the event. I'm just gonna, like, go, girl. But yeah, it's nice. Oh, guys, I don't want to say I'm upset, but, like, you know, when you're just like, oh, Like a part of me wants to go home, like dead ass. That's why like I stepped out for a bit because like a part of me is like, should I go home? Like because I just want to go home, but at the same time, I don't want to go home because like obviously I've been telling my cousin last night, girl, like I'm going home, and she's like, no, girl, stay. Like, where do you think you going? You know, so I want to stay until like kind of the end ish and party with her, but then I'm not like really partying, and I don't want to say I'm being a Debbie Downer, but it's giving Debbie Downer, but it's not at the same time, you know. Um, so yeah, I took out my nose ring as well and everything. But babe, I don't know how they be thinking from the man to like how many people be thinking I'm a woman. Does it give women? I really don't. But anywho, my lovelies, I'm back now. I'm gonna love you guys and leave you. And I'm going to be back. Bye, uncle. Hello, hello,
Yes, yes,
uncle.
yes.
As you can see, that is. Sorry, my sister called me. I'm going back in. Are you ready, Daniel? See y'all.